Hi everyone, this is Haley from Cruise Blog, and today we're going to be going through an in-depth tour of Norwegian Cruise Line's newest ship, the Norwegian Viva. The Norwegian Viva is the second ship in Norwegian Cruise Line's Prima class. Built in 2023, this ship is brand new and has countless activities and experiences on board for guests to explore and discover. We had a great time seeing this ship for the very first time, and we're excited to share all that we learned with you. Without further ado, come along with me as we go through everything this Norwegian Cruise Line ship has to offer. Let's get started. First up, the main pool deck, located on deck 17, midship. The main pool area is a great spot to enjoy a day at sea. We noticed that there was plenty of lounge chairs in both this area and the area above on deck 18. This means that there was almost always an available lounge chair for guests to enjoy lounging by the pool. Deck 18 is a great spot to take in some ocean views near the pool deck. Additionally, each day of the cruise, there were fun events conducted near the main pool area. Keep an eye on the Freestyle Daily for these times and locations throughout your cruise. Some of these events can be quite popular, so we recommend arriving early. Additionally, there are 2 hot tubs near the main pool area for guests to enjoy and relax. These hot tubs were usually the most empty on port days. Located near the main pool deck on deck 17 is the towel exchange area. The towel exchange is where guests can pick up a towel to either enjoy on board or to use during a port of call, such as Great Stirrup Cay or other destinations. It is important to know that guests will need their stateroom keycard in order to check out and return a towel. For those guests looking for a refreshment, stop by the Waves Pool Bar. Located near the main pool on deck 17, guests will find the Wave Pool Bar. This pool bar is a great location to try out the drink of the day. On board Norwegian Viva, guests are able to sample a drink of the day, which changes each day of a cruise sailing. The drink of the day is usually a little bit more affordable than other cocktails on board, which means that guests are able to sample different tasty cocktails at a more affordable price during their cruise. One of my personal favorite cocktails on board Norwegian Viva are the mojitos. Next up, the Wave, located on deck 17 through 20 midship. The Wave is an awesome new water slide on board Norwegian Viva. This tidal wave water slide was a lot of fun, and we tried it several times during our cruise. While this water slide may look thrilling, it is also rather tame, which makes it the perfect activity for the whole family. It is important to note that guests must be 51 inches tall in order to ride this water slide. The Wave water slide had a particularly short wait during our ports of call visits to locations such as Cozumel and Great Stirrup Cay. Also located near the main pool deck area is the Kids Aqua Park, located on deck 18 midship. The Kids Aqua Park is a lot of fun and a perfect place for the whole family to enjoy some splash and fun in the sun. This area is the perfect spot for little ones to play with their parents, as well as enjoy some fun in the sun. Next up, the Viva Speedway, located on decks 18 through 20. The Viva Speedway is perhaps the most innovative and exciting activity on board the Norwegian Viva. The Viva Speedway is longer, larger, and zoomier than ever. Guests can be the first to speed across the horizon on this first 3-level racetrack at sea. It is important to note that this activity currently costs guests $15 per person per ride. Guests are able to pre-arrange a race time as well as walk-up availability. This activity is so much fun, and we highly recommend that all guests on board the Norwegian Viva check out this once-in-a-cruise experience. The Norwegian Viva Speedway also features some great ocean views. There is no other cruise ship at sea in which guests can race around a 3-story racetrack. The Norwegian Viva Speedway also has exceptional spectating areas. This means that even if you are someone who is not racing in a race car, you can watch your loved ones and other passengers enjoy this activity. Keep an eye on those leaderboards in which guests can see who was the fastest during a race. Located near the Viva Speedway is the Viva Speedway Bar, on deck 18 aft. This is a great spot to enjoy watching the race cars, as well as catch a sunset over the speedway. Make sure to stop at this Speedway Bar after your next race. There are so many fun and exciting activities to explore on deck 18 midship. First up is the Drop Dry Slide. The Drop is the first free-fall drop slide in the whole world, and this is an exceptionally unique activity to try on board the Norwegian Viva. The drop slide is fun, however, it is important to note that it's not too fast. In addition to the drop dry slide, guests can also find two other dry slides called the Rush. The Rush are a racing-style dry slide in which two guests can see who is the fastest to the bottom. This slide spans 10 stories, and we had a lot of fun on this one. Similarly to the Wave water slide, we appreciated that there was very little wait for both the drop and the Rush dry slides. Also on Deck 18, guests can find areas such as Tea Time Mini Golf and the Bullseye Darts Bar. The Bullseye Darts Bar can be described as discovering a modern twist on a classic game. Guests can sit back in a classically elegant pub and play a round of darts with their families and friends. It is important to note that playing a round of darts at the Bullseye Bar is an additional cost. This activity is very unique, and we have not seen it on board any other cruise ship, aside from the Prima class vessels of Norwegian Cruise Line. Next to the Bullseye Bar, guests will find the Tea Time Mini Golf Course. Go for a hole-in-one at Tea Time, the first interactive and tech-immersive mini golf at sea. This is an area that is fun for the whole family. Also located in this area is the Stadium, a great venue for all sorts of games. Whether it be shuffleboard, pickleball, sub-soccer, or beer pong, there are so many great games and activities for passengers to check out near the stadium area. This is the perfect spot to enjoy a day at sea. All of the games near the stadium area are complimentary to all guests. Next up, the Vibe Beach Club, located on Deck 17, midship. Be the first to soak in the serenity at Vibe Beach Club. This area is exclusive for guests 18 and over. Guests are able to sit back and toast to the incredible views with a glass of bubbly from the full-service bar in this area. Afterwards, passengers are then able to dip into the first infinity hot tub and enjoy some stunning ocean views. It is important to note that passes for the Vibe Beach Club are limited to this luxury private retreat area. While access to the Vibe Beach Club does come at an extra cost, this area can be a great spot to enjoy some quiet and serenity during your cruise. The Vibe Beach Club on board the Norwegian Viva is the prettiest that we've seen so far in the Norwegian Cruise Line fleet. A new and fun, exciting activity for guests to explore is the Galaxy Pavilion, located on Deck 17 forward. The Galaxy Pavilion is the perfect spot for passengers who enjoy virtual reality. Explore a new reality on the first flying theater simulator at sea, or tee it up with their exclusive Topgolf partnership. With everything from escape rooms to racing simulators, the Galaxy Pavilion is a high-tech wonderland for the whole family to enjoy. Currently, the most high-tech Galaxy Pavilions can be found on board the Norwegian Prima and the Norwegian Viva. The Galaxy Pavilion does come at an extra cost for guests to enjoy. This can be a great space to try out during a sea day. For those who appreciate technology, definitely step by the Galaxy Pavilion. Next up, one of our favorite areas on board any Norwegian Cruise Line ship, the Observation Lounge, located on Deck 17 forward. The Observation Lounge is a great indoor area for guests to enjoy some views, along with a snack, a coffee, or a warm cup of tea. Gaze into the great wide open with a drink in hand at the contemporary and spacious Observation Lounge. This is a great area to relax and read a book during your cruise. Guests can even find the occasional snack in this area throughout the day. We noticed that the Observation Lounge on board the Norwegian Viva seemed a bit more lively than on the other Norwegian Cruise Line ships, such as the Norwegian Encore. This area is a great spot to check out the views at a port of call. For those looking for a pick-me-up during their sea day, check out the Surfside Cafe on Deck 17 midship. The Surfside Cafe is also known as the main buffet on board the Norwegian Viva. Guests can find great options for breakfast, lunch, and dinner in this area. One of our favorite things about Norwegian Cruise Line are their many options for food. Whether it be healthier choices or more indulgent options, guests can always find something they will enjoy. Whatever you're craving, chances are you will find it at the Surfside Cafe and Grill. This complimentary buffet serves up plentiful options for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. There is also indoor and outdoor seating available at the Surfside Cafe. Everything in the Surfside Cafe is completely complimentary to all guests. Make sure to check out the dessert counter as well. This area can get rather busy throughout the day. For this reason, we recommend going to the Surfside Cafe for either an early lunch or an early dinner in order to avoid the crowds. Guests can also pick up a cocktail or refreshment from the Surfside Bar on their way out to the main pool deck in this area. No matter your dietary restrictions, preferences, or desires, we're sure that you'll find something you enjoy at the Surfside Cafe. The Surfside Cafe is located in a very convenient location just next to the main pool area. For those passengers looking for an elevated dining experience, check out the specialty dining location of Palomar, located on deck 17 midship. Featuring stunning ocean views and minimalistic design, this specialty dining location is a great option for guests looking to celebrate a special occasion. Seafood is the star attraction at this specialty dining location, with European essence. With a casually sophisticated setting, diners will be treated to dishes created from the finest ingredients, including fresh fish, perfectly paired wine selection, and many different cocktails. This specialty dining location is priced a la carte. Next to the Palomar Specialty Dining Restaurant, guests will find an additional specialty dining venue called Food Republic, located on deck 17 midship. This delicious Asian Latin fusion cuisine, served tapas style, is perfect for sharing. Food Republic is open for lunch on sea days and dinner each night of a cruise. Guests are able to purchase specialty dining food options from this location at a la carte. For those who enjoy Asian flavors, such as sushi, noodles, soups, and more, definitely check out the Food Republic. This more casual specialty dining area is a great choice for lunch. Next up, the Haven, located on decks 16 and 17 aft. The Haven is the most premier area on board any Norwegian Cruise Line ship, and on board the Norwegian Viva, this is no exception. Hidden at the very top of the ship, the Haven features the most luxurious, well-appointed accommodations on board the Norwegian Viva. Guests staying in the Haven can also enjoy 24-hour butler service, concierge service, and a private sun deck. This is the most exclusive area on board the Norwegian Viva. Additionally, guests staying in the Haven area are able to enjoy complimentary dining at the Haven restaurant. Passengers staying in the Haven can enjoy a private fine dining experience, serving unique signature dishes and wine offerings from Norwegian Cruise Line's impressive selection. Haven guests are able to enjoy this dining experience both indoor and outdoor. And dining at the Haven restaurant is completely complimentary for guests of this Haven area. The entire area of the Haven is designed with luxury in mind. At the Haven Lounge and Bar, this area is exclusive for guests staying in the Haven area, and they are able to enjoy cocktails and light bites while surrounded by true luxury. Soak up the sun and take a dip in the mesmerizing infinity pool in the Haven sun deck. Then let the world melt away as you relax in the sauna and cold room or enjoy a soak in the hot tub. No matter how you plan to spend your time, this private outdoor sanctuary exclusive for Haven guests provides the perfect escape. Access to this sun deck area in the Haven is restricted to guests of 16 years and older. The Haven sun deck is usually far more quiet than the main pool deck located on decks 17 and 18. Next up, the Spa and Fitness Center located on decks 15 and 16 forward. The Mandera Spa and Salon is a staple on board any Norwegian Cruise Line ship, and this is no exception on board the Norwegian Viva. Welcome to a place where the ocean meets the healing waters within, the breathtaking new Mandera Spa on board the Norwegian Viva. From multiple detoxifying saunas to state-of-the-art pools to a 2-story waterfall, the experience on Norwegian Viva will awaken every sense of every passenger. Inside the Mandera Spa, guests can experience all sorts of different relaxing treatments, as well as access the exclusive thermal suite. Passengers looking to access the thermal suite are able to purchase a pass at the entrance to the spa. The prices for accessing the thermal suite does vary based on the voyage length of your cruise. The thermal suite on board the Norwegian Viva is one of the most beautiful in the Norwegian Cruise Line fleet so far. Guests can experience a multitude of different massages, stone therapies, couples massages, pedicures, manicures, salon treatments, and so much more. The Mandera Spa can be the perfect relaxing place to spend a day at sea. Make sure to stop by the Mandera Spa for a comprehensive list of every treatment that they offer on board. In addition to the spa, there is a beauty salon located inside the Mandera Spa. This is a great spot to either get a haircut or maybe freshen up your nails during a relaxing pedicure. Also located within the Mandera Spa is the Pulse Fitness Center. You won't want to leave the gym. At the Pulse Fitness Center, you can get your heart racing with the sunrise and do yoga beside the sunset. Thanks to Norwegian's 270-degree views of the ocean, guests are able to gaze at the horizon as they feel their blood flow. Whether passengers are lifting weights, taking a class, or simply stretching, working out on board the Norwegian Viva has never looked this good. At the Pulse Fitness Center, guests will find exceedingly modern equipment for every type of workout. Why not stop by the Pulse Fitness Center or the Mandera Spa and see everything they have to offer? For the younger members of the cruise family, we have the Splash Academy, located on deck 15 midship. Kids will have a blast inside the Splash Academy, where they can enjoy creative play, sports, and so much more. At the Splash Academy, children will be able to have structured and age-appropriate activities and games alongside other cruisers of their same age. This is a great area for children to make memories of their own during a cruise. Parents can stop by the Splash Academy on the first day of their sailing to check their kids in and enroll them in Splash Academy. Splash Academy is a drop-off program in which parents can drop off their children for a fun day at sea while they themselves go out and explore everything the Norwegian Viva has to offer. Passengers on board the Norwegian Viva can check the Freestyle Daily for the opening and closing times of the Splash Academy. Next up, the Cil Bar, located on deck 8 aft. Want a refreshing cocktail while taking in the outside? There's no better place to sit down for a drink than the Cil Bar. Located at the aft and end of Indulge Outdoor Lounge on Ocean Boulevard, this expansive oceanfront promenade, you'll find an incredible mix of cocktails and draft beers along the sea, where the views of the ocean are truly intoxicating. This area has plenty of outdoor seating for guests to lounge. We were always able to find an open seat to sit back and relax. The views from this area are truly incredible. The Norwegian Viva has not just one main pool area, but 3. While the main pool deck on board the Norwegian Viva may be slightly smaller than other main pool decks on other Norwegian Cruise Line ships, this is made up for by the infinity beach areas, located on deck 8 midship. Sit back and take in the views from the infinity pools that blend into the ocean. We noticed throughout our cruise that the infinity beach pool areas tended to get rather busy during the middle of the day. In order to avoid the crowds, we recommend stopping by this area either early in the morning or later in the evening. All of the lounge chairs and relaxation spots in this area are complimentary to all guests. Norwegian Cruise Line does a great job of bringing their passengers closer to the ocean, and this is accomplished on board Norwegian Viva's Ocean Walk, located on deck 8. Step on the ocean walk and feel the sea at your feet. Take a moment for yourself, take in the view, or a breathtaking photo on your first glass walkway at sea. For those guests looking for the perfect place to stroll during a sea day, check out the La Terraza area. Grab a book, a drink, or some friends and take it easy in La Terraza. This lounge space is designed to be both spacious and intimate, allowing guests to relax in peace whenever the mood strikes. Also check out some of the exciting and unique artwork that can be found in this area. Next up, one of our most favorite dining areas on board the Norwegian Viva, the Indulge Food Hall located on deck 8 aft. This exceptionally unique dining area is a must-see on board the Norwegian Viva. Dine around the world with cuisine from India to Italy to Latin America and so much more. With both indoor and outdoor offerings, you can eat and drink at a table, bar, or hammock and enjoy your fill of specialty curated food and cocktails in the Indulge Food Hall. Indulge has an endless supply of mouth-watering dishes for all passengers to enjoy. Everything that can be enjoyed inside the Indulge Food Hall is completely complimentary to all guests, of course, excluding cocktails. The Indulge Food Hall utilizes technology in which guests can order food off of a tablet that is then delivered straight to their table. The Indulge Food Hall has so many different choices for guests to choose from. Some of our favorite cuisine to order from this area was the Indian cuisine. The Indian cuisine on board the Norwegian Viva is exceptional and is truly some of the best Indian food that I've ever had, whether it be on land or on sea. Don't forget about dessert. Guests can also check out some desserts inside the dessert cabinet at the Indulge food hall. No matter your tastes or preferences, passengers are sure to find something they enjoy at the Indulge food hall. Everything inside is complimentary, and there's so much to check out that we recommend stopping by the Indulge food hall multiple times throughout your cruise on board the Norwegian Viva. For those guests who love ice cream, make sure to check out the self-serve, soft-serve ice cream machines located on Deck 8 near the Infinity Beach Club areas, as well as the Indulge food hall. Next up, something that sets apart the Norwegian Viva, the Penrose Atrium on decks 6 through 8 midship. The atrium on board the Norwegian Viva is quite different than most Norwegian Cruise Line ships. The design of this area is exceptionally modern with Scandinavian design. This atrium is Norwegian Cruise Line's first 3-story glass-walled atrium, and it is a breathtaking space filled with restaurants, lounges, and views of the horizon. During our voyage, which was in early December, the atrium was decorated for Christmas, which was a lot of fun to see. The atrium is also where guests are able to enjoy live music throughout the course of their cruise. Make sure to stop by this lively area during each night of your sailing to check out the happenings on board. Located just off the atrium, guests will find the Whiskey Bar, located deck 8 midship. For those guests who love a good whiskey, stop by the Whiskey Bar. This is a perfect place to enjoy either a new whiskey or an old favorite. The Whiskey Bar also offers flights for guests to try multiple types of drinks. Complete with an expansive menu, this bar is a great location to check out. Norwegian Viva has an expansive list of specialty dining. Next up, Onda by Scarpeta, located on deck 8 midship. Indulge in a modern Italian culinary experience from Scarpeta's signature pastas like the famous spaghetti, tomato, and basil to the unique mouth-watering seafood creations. And leave room for dessert, sharing is optional. The specialty dining restaurant Onda is priced a la carte for guests. This restaurant is exceptionally beautiful and would make the perfect location to dine for any special occasion. Next up, also located on deck 8 midship, is Las Lobos, another great specialty dining restaurant. From carne asada to tres leches cake with coconut cream, the chefs at Las Lobos feature unique flavor combinations. Located on Ocean Boulevard with both indoor and outdoor seating available, this is a great spot to enjoy some awesome Mexican flavors. This specialty dining restaurant is charged a la carte to guests. Las Lobos is a classic specialty dining restaurant that can be found on board many Norwegian Cruise Line ships. On board the Norwegian Viva, this restaurant brings its own unique and modern flair. Something awesome about Norwegian Cruise Line is the option to dine outdoors. This is not always something that is available on board other cruise lines, and on board Norwegian Viva, there is so much specialty dining that can be enjoyed with an ocean view. For those guests looking to take home the perfect souvenir of their cruise vacation, look no further than the photo gallery located on deck 8 midship. The Norwegian Viva has everything you need to capture it all. Binoculars, camera and photo accessories, professional portraits, souvenir photography, photo books, wall art, 3D photo crystals, souvenir frames, collectible photo accessories, and so much more. Keep an eye out for professional photographers with Norwegian Cruise Line on board the ship, as well as ashore at ports of call such as Great Stirrup Cay. Next up, the Local Bar and Grill, located on deck 8 midship. The Local Bar and Grill is one of the great complimentary dining locations on board Norwegian Viva. The Local offers classic pub fare in a relaxed atmosphere, with popular dishes like the Reuben sandwich and fish and chips. The Local has all your favorite comfort foods. Guests can try one of their beers or cocktails on tap and catch a game. Additionally, the Local Bar and Grill is one of the great places where guests can grab a late night bite. The Local Bar and Grill on board the Norwegian Viva is open 24 hours a day. For those guests who enjoy sports, this is also the perfect venue to catch a game. With both indoor and outdoor seating, this is a great dining area on board Norwegian Viva. This area does tend to get busy around breakfast and lunchtime. We dined here for breakfast during one of the mornings of our cruise and thought that the food was great. Make sure to show up early for breakfast in order to avoid long wait times. For those guests looking for a pick-me-up throughout the day, stop at the Starbucks, located on Deck 7 midship. The Starbucks on board the Norwegian Viva features many of the same offerings that can be found on shore. For the perfect souvenir from your Norwegian Viva sailing, make sure to check out the exclusive Been There series mugs. This design is brand new and can only be purchased on board the Norwegian Viva. Across from the Starbucks, located in the main atrium, is Guest Services, located on Deck 7 midship. The crew members on board Norwegian Viva are exceptionally helpful and friendly. If you have any questions at all, this is a great place to stop by and get those questions answered. This is also where guests can get help making reservations or finding out about different events on board. For those guests looking to book shore excursions during their cruise sailing with Norwegian Viva, they can stop by the Shore Excursions desk on Deck 7 midship. The Shore Excursions desk is also where passengers can ask questions about any up-and-coming shore excursions during their voyage. Also located in the atrium near the Starbucks is the Internet Cafe. For those guests with questions about the internet packages on board the Norwegian Viva or about the Norwegian Cruise Line app, the iConnect Internet Cafe is the place to go. Next up, the Art Gallery, located on Deck 7 midship. The Art Gallery is a fun place to admire all of the colorful and unique artwork that can be found on board the Norwegian Viva. Throughout the course of a sailing, the Norwegian Viva will often conduct art auctions. Make sure to check the Freestyle Daily for times and locations of the art auctions. For those looking for the perfect souvenir from their Norwegian Viva cruise, there is plenty of shopping on board. The Norwegian Viva features several different shops throughout the ship. Most of these shops are located near the main atrium area. Whether it be luxury items, tech products, or Norwegian Viva branded merchandise, there are many things on board for guests to choose from. From beautiful jewelry items to sophisticated watches, there is so much to shop for on board Norwegian Viva. For guests looking to purchase any of the items on board, they will use their stateroom keycard, and all items purchased will be billed to the stateroom. Many items on board are tax-free. All of the Norwegian Cruise Line and Norwegian Viva branded merchandise is exclusive to this ship and can only be purchased on board. For lively nightlife entertainment, check out Sid Norman's Poorhouse, located on Deck 7 midship. Sing along to your favorite hits as you sip on specialty cocktails at Sid Norman's Poorhouse. The interactive experience and awesome house band will take you back to rock's glory days. Sid Norman's Poorhouse is an exceptional bar and lounge where guests can enjoy live entertainment as well as live music. During our sailing, we were able to stop by some of the live entertainment at this location. One night of our sailing, this area was transformed into a speakeasy bar, in which talented crew members performed some exciting live music. Make sure to check out the Freestyle Daily, the onboard ship schedule for times the entertainment will be occurring in Sid Norman's Poorhouse. There is almost always something going on at this venue, and we highly recommend checking out Sid Norman's during your Norwegian Viva cruise. And don't forget to grab a tasty cocktail while you're enjoying some live entertainment. Directly across the hall from Sid Norman's Poorhouse is the Improv at Sea, located on Deck 7 midship. Tickle your funny bone with side-splitting stand-up comedy routines. Featuring a Science of Comedy theme, the Improv at Sea has the perfect formula to get you laughing all night long. This area is also a great place to enjoy some nightlife. Whether it be stand-up comedy or a movie during the day on your cruise, Improv at Sea is a great location to check out. Improv at Sea is also the area where guests will find many of the trivia events and activities during their sailing. Perhaps one of the coolest venues on board the Norwegian Viva is the Norwegian Viva Theater and Club, located on Decks 6 through 8 forward. The Norwegian Viva is an exceptionally unique and cool venue that guests must explore for themselves. After live entertainment, many nights of the cruise, this venue will transform into a dance club, and guests are able to watch as this venue transforms right before their eyes. In addition to Beetlejuice the musical, the Norwegian Viva Theater is also home to fun live game shows such as Press Your Luck Live. Each night of the cruise, there will always be something going on inside the Norwegian Viva Theater. Make sure to check out the Freestyle Daily for for the exact times of when performances and entertainment will be happening inside the Norwegian Viva Theater. This exceptionally modern space is an awesome venue to enjoy entertainment on board Norwegian Viva. And the technology behind this space is truly something that must be seen. In addition to the entertainment that can be enjoyed inside the Norwegian Viva, don't forget to check out one of the lively dance club events that happens each night of the cruise. With live DJs, this area turns into a true nightclub. We had so much fun dancing the night away in this cleverly designed space. And don't forget to look up at the high-tech moving and expanding chandelier and lights. Next up, the Metropolitan Bar Lounge, located on Deck 7 midship. Begin or end your evening with a sustainable craft cocktail, a biodynamic wine, or a wide array of impressive classics at the exciting and new Metropolitan Bar. This exceedingly modern bar also features some impressive technology called the Imagination Wall. One of our favorite things about the Metropolitan Bar Lounge is the interactive screen. Along with the technology of the interactive screen, guests can also check out the expansive menu of all of the craft cocktails featured in the Metropolitan Bar on the tablets around the lounge. Why not try out a new and exciting cocktail in this area? And don't forget to try your hand, literally, at that interactive wall. Next door to the Metropolitan Bar Lounge is the Humidor Bar Lounge, located on Deck 7 midship. Appreciate a good cigar and a great drink in just the right setting. For those who enjoy a good cigar, this will be their new favorite venue on board the Norwegian Viva. When it comes to specialty dining, there is so much to explore on board Norwegian Viva. Next up, Le Bistro, located on Deck 7 midship. Romance is in the air at the signature French restaurant on board Norwegian Viva. Elegant interiors, crisp white linens, and attentive servers make this an intimate dining experience for all passengers. By the end of your meal, you might be proclaiming, "C'est magnifique." This restaurant on board Norwegian Viva is one of the most beautiful and would make the perfect place to celebrate any special occasion. Next up, another great specialty dining location on board Norwegian Viva, Hasuki, located Deck 7 midship. This Japanese grill-style restaurant is similar to hibachi-style restaurants. This specialty restaurant is billed with a cover charge. This means that guests will pay one fee and be able to enjoy the entire meal under one price. Across from Hasuki, guests who enjoy sushi will be able to try the Nama Sushi specialty dining location on Deck 7 midship. In the mood for sushi, pull up a chair at this contemporary sushi bar for some traditional Japanese culinary bites. At this specialty restaurant, guests are billed a la carte style. This sushi restaurant is truly beautiful and one of the prettiest we've seen on board any Norwegian cruise line ship. Next up, one of the complimentary dining restaurants on board, the Commodore Room, located on Deck 6 midship. Dining at the Commodore Room is always complimentary to all guests on board. As this is one of the main dining restaurants on board Norwegian Viva, it is a must-see during your sailing. The other main dining restaurant on board Norwegian Viva is Hudsons, also located on Deck 7, aft. As this is also one of the main dining restaurants on board Norwegian Viva, it is also completely complimentary to enjoy meals at this venue. The Hudsons was our personal favorite main dining restaurant on board Norwegian Viva because of those great ocean views. This is the perfect venue to visit during sunset. Dining at both the Commodore Room and Hudsons felt like dining at an exclusive, fancy restaurant. The menu at both Hudsons and the Commodore Room changes each day of the sailing. However, is the same for each night of the sailing. This means that no matter which main dining restaurant you choose from, whether it be the Commodore Room or Hudsons, guests will be able to order off of the same menu. We found the food on board the Norwegian Viva inside both Hudsons and the Commodore Room to be exceptional, and we greatly enjoyed every food item that we ordered. Located near the main atrium area, guests will find the Penrose Bar, located Deck 6 midship. Amid the hustle and bustle of the Penrose Atrium, guests can treat themselves to a midday Bloody Mary or a drink of their choice. This is a morning and late night favorite, serving beer, wine, cocktails, and so much more. This is also a great area where guests can catch live music during their cruise. Make sure to check out the Freestyle Daily, for times and locations of live music in this area. For guests looking to maximize this cruise for their next cruise, they can check out the Cruise Next table, located deck 6 midship. Oftentimes, Norwegian Cruise Line offers a promotion in which guests can reserve future cruise credit. For those passengers interested in this promotion, check out the Cruise Next desk. It wouldn't be a Norwegian Cruise Line ship without a casino. Located on deck 6 midship is where guests will find the casino on board the Norwegian Viva. Spin your way to the jackpot, playing the most popular slots, including real and video slots, or pull up a chair at your favorite table game. From blackjack to craps and more, whatever game you choose, you can bet on a good time in Norwegian Viva's award-winning casino, located on deck 6. Next up, the Belvedere Bar, located on deck 6 midship. Try a crafted bottled cocktail at this contemporary bar and cocktail lounge. The Belvedere Bar is located just outside the main dining restaurant, the Commodore Room. This beautiful and modern bar is a great place to hang out before your meal. For those who enjoy a good steak, check out Kagney Steakhouse. This classic Norwegian Cruise Line specialty dining restaurant is also located on Norwegian Viva. Premium cuts are the standard at Norwegian Cruise Line's American Steakhouse, serving certified Angus beef. Passengers can sip their favorite cocktail, as well as order some of the famous Parmesan-dusted truffle fries. Passengers who decide to dine at Kagney Steakhouse will be billed a la carte style. One of our favorite things about the Norwegian Viva are the beautiful and modern staterooms on board. The Norwegian Viva features 7 different kinds of staterooms throughout the ship. These stateroom types include the Haven, suites, club balcony suites, balcony rooms, ocean view style rooms, inside staterooms, and exclusive studio cabins. With these many types of staterooms, there is nearly something on board for every passenger budget and preference. If you are someone who enjoys solo traveling, the studio lounge on board the Norwegian Viva will be your new favorite spot. This area features snacks and refreshments throughout the day, including specialty coffee from espresso machines. Whether it is to read a book solo or meet other solo traveling guests, the studio lounge is the perfect place to enjoy a cruise for those traveling alone. During our cruise on board the Norwegian Viva, we stayed in the most affordable stateroom available, a standard interior cabin. This inside stateroom was exceedingly modern and had every feature and amenity that made our voyage very comfortable and fun. Our standard inside stateroom came complete with more storage than we could need. We had 3 people staying in this smaller stateroom, and we still felt that we had plenty of room to store all of our belongings. Our standard inside cabin made for the perfect and comfortable home at sea. Some of these inside cabins even feature a Pullman bed in which a 3rd guest can be accommodated. Perhaps one of our favorite things about the inside stateroom on board Norwegian Viva was the beautiful and modern bathroom. These standard inside stateroom bathrooms resembled bathrooms that can be found on luxury cruise ships. This bathroom had plenty of room as well as counter and shelving to store toiletries during our cruise. We greatly enjoyed our standard inside stateroom on board Norwegian Viva, and we think that anybody who chooses to stay in this affordable stateroom category will as well. After our sailing on board the Norwegian Viva, we can confidently say that this brand new Norwegian Cruise Line ship is one of our favorites. We had a great time seeing everything that this new ship has to offer, and we are sure that it is able to provide awesome and exceptional cruise vacations to guests for many years to come. We believe that the Norwegian Viva is more than capable of providing excellent cruise vacations to multi-generational families. This means that an entire family can have a great vacation on board the Norwegian Viva. Whether it is a large family, a group of friends, or a couple traveling together for a romantic trip, the Norwegian Viva is sure to provide the perfect cruise vacation. We found the entertainment, food, and design on board the Norwegian Viva to be exceptional, and we're sure that you will too. For those who are fans of Norwegian Cruise Line, or it's their first time cruising with this cruise line, the Norwegian Viva is the perfect choice. Thank you so much for watching our in-depth tour of Norwegian Cruise Line's brand new ship, the Norwegian Viva. We hope you enjoyed. And if you liked this video, we hope that you will consider subscribing and ringing that bell for notifications. Additionally, for more Norwegian Cruise Line content and coverage of other cruise lines, check out cruise.blog. Thank you again for watching. Until next time, happy cruising.